Well, the flames are spreading this morning and evacuations have expanded as at least 3 major wildfires are roaring through Southern California this morning. Tens of thousands of families have been forced from their homes by the fast-moving, wind-driven flames.
Now, there is no reported containment as fire crews from around the state have now converged on the Southern California coast to help battle the massive flames in Los Angeles County. The Palisades fire between Santa Monica and Malibu has burned nearly 3,000 acres. The Eaton fire, this is near Altadena, is now up to more than 2,200 acres. And the Hearst fire in Sylmar was last reported right around 500 acres. And good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Jason Oliveira.
And good morning. I'm Jessica Harrington. We are live on ABC 30, Hulu Live, and wherever you stream. We're keeping watch on the fires happening in Southern California and the updates on evacuation orders and the efforts to fight the flames. We
do have team coverage for you this morning on the blazes, but first let's get to our first look at our ABC 30 AccuWeather forecast with Tiffany Olin. She's in for Christine Gregory this morning.
Well, we are still seeing some very gusty winds down in Southern California. They have 2 warnings in place. There's a fire weather warning, also known as a red flag warning, as well as a high wind warning. So gusts up to 100 miles an hour in some spots. Those are isolated gusts, whereas otherwise they are expecting to see up to about 80-mile-an-hour gusts. So very strong winds there. On top of that, they really haven't seen rain in the past month or so. And then we also have low humidity levels. So all of that contributing to that fire weather warning, red flag warning. And we are seeing those northeasterly winds, also known as Santa Ana winds, move through the region. And that is really making it difficult to fight those fires. Most of those crews are actually not allowed to go airborne. So they are fighting this fire from the ground. So it is very dangerous right now. Even in the next couple of hours, we're still expecting very strong winds. So this is in Altadena, 40-mile-an-hour gusts by about 7 o'clock. Luckily, it looks to be somewhat calming as they go into the afternoon, making it a little bit better to fight that fire. But in the Palisades, not going to see that relief. So about 30-mile-an-hour gusts over the next really several hours until about 1 o'clock. Then we start to see a slight drop, but those winds are still going to be very strong in that region, making it once again very difficult to fight those fires. Jason.
All right, Tiffany, thank you. Well, this morning, more than 1,400 firefighters are on the ground working to put out those flames burning right now in Southern California. The largest of the blaze, of course, the Palisades fire. This is between Malibu and Santa Monica.
Authorities have confirmed 1 firefighter has been taken to the hospital for a serious head injury. Crews are also responding to reports of multiple burn victims.
At this hour, tens of thousands of people have been ordered to evacuate. That's including in parts of Santa Monica. Action News reporter Anna Torrea is in the studio this morning with where the firefight stands right now and the Valley resources that are now being called in to help. Anna?
Jason, Jessica, it's all hands on deck to get the fires in Southern California under control. Resources from all over the state are being poured in. Behind me, you can just see how active the flames are. The wind not making it easy for crews who are on the ground. Firefighters were looking to take advantage of the cooler temperatures, but those increased wind speeds can make the air attack efforts much more difficult and dangerous. Several homes were seen going up in flames, with many more buildings being threatened by the blaze as thousands were forced to evacuate. One woman was trying to escape with her toddler and dog when she got out of her car and just ended up walking.
I just started packing up all of our stuff and we got in the car to go. And then all the cars were abandoned, so I had nowhere to go, so I just had to get out of my car and start walking. The smoke is so bad. I have no idea where we're going.
Overnight crews from the Fresno Fire Department headed out to Southern California. Crews were seen gearing up and loading up after they got that call to head out on Tuesday night. We're also told that crews from several departments from Fresno, Clovis, Bakersfield, Kings County, and Porterville were also headed to the fire. CAL FIRE Fresno County also deployed 76 personnel, including 4 hand crews and 5 engines. Still unclear at this hour how many structures were damaged or destroyed by the Palisades wildfire. Jason, Jessica.
All right, Anna, thank you. Well, firefighters are battling another brush fire that sparked up last night in the Eaton Canyon area near Altadena.
Yeah, the Eaton fire broke out right around 6:30 just north of Pasadena. It has charred over 2,000 acres at this time. Residents in the nearby towns of Arcadia, also with parts of Altadena and Pasadena, are under a mandatory evacuation order. Yesterday, Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency for the Eaton fire.
Mandatory evacuation orders were also issued after a brush fire broke out in Sylmar that has reached the 210 freeway. The so-called Hearst fire is burning approximately 100 acres with a rapid rate of speed. Mandatory evacuation orders are in place for north of the 210 freeway from Roxford to the Interstate 514 split, which is currently closed to traffic. Evacuation warnings were issued for locations along Interstate 5 as well. Governor Newsom says California has secured a fire management assistance grant from FEMA to help ensure the availability of resources to fight the Hearst fire. Due to the wildfires burning this morning, multiple school districts across Los Angeles County have decided to close all campuses today. And be sure to stay with Action News for continuing coverage of the wildfires burning right now in Southern California. We'll have the very latest on air online at abc30.com and on our mobile apps. We also have a crew in Southern California, and we'll bring you live reports on later editions of Action News.